happening, people? It's your boy KDigg of the JMC team, and we are here with our initial review of the new Mortal Kombat X that was just dropped last week. Us of us in JMC, we are longtime Mortal Kombat players here. We have been on since the first Mortal Monday in 1992, all the way down to today. So, longtime players of the game. Getting to our initial review, which right now is the action part of the segment. So we'll try to keep this all short and sweet for you guys. The action is really sweet in this game. Guys, if you are Mortal Kombat players, grab this right now. This is, in a way, just like the prior game. This stuff is like MK2 in high def, because you can juggle the way that you did in Mortal Kombat 2, whereas once you pop an opponent up, you have a few opportunities to hit him a few times with some moves before he actually hits the ground. And your combo chain can always range anywhere between, what is it, like 2? I think the combo starts at 2 and works all the way up. So experiment with that. The brutalities and fatalities, just as gruesome. Mortal Kombat still holding it down in that factor right there. You got a couple of heads coming off brutality wise. I've seen Cassie Cage's brutality so far. I think I've seen Shinnok's and Scorpions. So we got some gruesome things happening there. I won't drop too many spoilers for you guys. You need to go out and see it for yourself. Same thing with these fatalities. Kung Lao's fatalities. Who else have we looked at? We've seen some Scorpions. We've seen we've seen Sonya's, we've seen Johnny Cage's, we've seen Sub-Zero's. Yeah, it's a couple. So, like I said, not too many spoilers there, but you know, you guys definitely want to go out and experience it for yourself, because it's definitely awesome. So, that'll do it for the action segment here. Alright, people, so next up is graphics, and I like to discuss one of my personal favorites to the graphics, which is the stages. Really, being a 10-year player of Mortal Kombat, we always involved in the stages and things like that, and you know how awesome things look, and these stages look visually fantastic. They're very amazing. They're interactive. There are all kinds of things happening. Statues being built, things falling over, water waves crashing. The water is splashing up everywhere. You can swing across on the vines and things like that. So there's tons of things that you're able to do. The bloodiness of the game and the gruesomeness of the game. Mortal Kombat has always been held in high regard, and once again, they did not let you down in that regard. For that factor, if you got kids, do not let them be watching this game if you do not want them to see these bloody fatalities and brutalities and everything else going across. But they definitely put their foot into the work, as they say this time around. So it's definitely some good stuff, guys. I guess the last thing we can talk about as far as the graphics go is just the character detail. I think a lot of them look really crisp. A couple of costumes are like, you know, like Shinnok's original costume. I don't really like that one, but that samurai costume, I do have to agree with Dark Lancer. It's definitely fresh. So, barring a couple extra costumes and things that'll be coming with the premium pack, things look good. So, that's about it for the graphics segment. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Alright, people, so next up is sound. And for sound, I guess for me, it's just a personal thing. You know, I'm one of those guys who was kind of spoiled like the olden days of gaming, where characters each had their own specific theme to them and whatnot. And Mortal Kombat never really had that, you know, I guess per se, but in a way there were certain themes and certain tracks that I always felt were classic to the series that should always be like a staple and whatnot in a way. But nonetheless, the action sounds real crisp. You know, when we're out there doing our combos and connecting, I mean, the punches and the kicks sound real crisp. It's a lot of, you know, connecting, elbows connecting. When you do the X-ray and the bones break, boom, a lot of that comes through real clear. It's a lot of stereo sound, I guess. Whatever whatever type of high quality sound it is they've put into this game, but it definitely works. All of that combined with Mortal Kombat's cheesy dialogue, great cheesy dialogue, because really nobody else can do that better than Mortal Kombat. So combine that all together so far with the action and graphics, and we're making a good one so far here, people. So on to the next segment. Alright, people, next up is Control, and this is pretty much just a quick part of the segment. Like, it's really, I want to say, about how you feel. You guys may have seen my Mortal Kombat X fight pad unpacking that I did. If not, there's a link to the video somewhere on this, somewhere in this video, either at the beginning or the end. I'm not quite sure yet because it was uploaded by one of the other members of the team. But absolutely, in using the fighter pad, I feel like when I'm offline, the thing is absolutely responsive. I've pulled off combos up to the high 20s already with no problem. It definitely responds. Online, of course, is a different story. You gotta adjust for the multiplayer lag, and sometimes it's all about the host, whoever's hosting the game. You know, their connection might suck, so you might have to deal with it. You may not, you know. All in all, it's pretty much up to you, but I'd say, yeah, about offline a 9, online about an 8. So we'll catch you guys on the next segment. Alright, and so next up is the multiplayer segment of the game, people, and this is pretty much the creme de la creme of the game. It's probably the reason why a lot of us bought the game. We all want to jump online and basically bring that beef, which some of us here at JMC got plenty of beef for you if you want some out here. You know, I'm ready to handle any one of you out here. Moving on real quick. Needless to say, guys, it's just out, so it has its lag issues right now. I mean, it does suck, you know, but that kind of stuff is still going to come along with the territory as well, depending on whoever's hosting and whatnot. But it's the modes, guys. I mean, man, for the multiplayer, they took it back to just the way they did in the last game in what was that, 2011, where you got a bunch of rooms where everyone can be up in a room and you just quickly send invites to the people in the rooms. You got team battles, you got faction wars, you got King of the Hill, you got 1v1s, you got rank matches, you got your player matches, your private matches. Guys, we could even go fucking practice online with each other. We don't even have to like have actual matches. We can train with each other for tournaments and whatnot if we want to. Like they were thinking on another level as far as this online as usual. So it's definitely fresh. All right, so multiplayer is definitely a big segment of the game, and I personally give it an 8 up there to a 9. And you know what? I want to give it a 9 because I'm pretty sure once that patch comes out, our timing on that lag and everything else will be somewhat corrected. So, barring anything else that hasn't been found out, catch you on the next one. Alright, people, so next up is our overall score, which we here at JMC are giving it a 9 out of 10. Mortal Kombat has held it down once again. That is like pretty much unbiased opinion here. The only game that's really been bad in the series has been those side games, Mortal Kombat Mythologies and Special Forces. You know, those side games and whatnot don't always turn out so well. But as far as canon for the series, they, so far, I want to say are 9 out of 10 because the only Mortal Kombat game that really didn't make it was MK4. And even then, I still played the shit out of that one. So, that about does it for this review here. As I said, it's our initial review. There may be some DLC with some extra characters and whatnot as things develop and come out. We'll be dropping more stuff for you guys to watch out here. So, Once again, this is KDigg of the JMC team, and we will be catching you guys up on the next one. Peace out.